Hello and welcome to 6 Minute Maths, and in this short video we are going to look at a level 1 Pearson's functional skills paper, a non-calculator paper. It will take longer than 6 minutes. You're actually allowed 25 minutes on the test itself, and we're going to walk through and look at some typical answers and typical responses. And just to say, some of the answers may be different, the way that you do the calculations are different to the way in which I do the calculations, and that's absolutely fine. This is only an example and a typical walkthrough of a paper. So let's have a look what we've got. We have got level 1 non-calculator paper, 25 minutes, it's usually 4 or 5 questions. So without further ado, I will look at the first question, and here it is. And it says Jack is keeping a record of the number of steps he takes each day. Okay, just going to check my pen's working fine. Yes, it is. And we've got 5 days of the week there, different values for each day. Work out the range of the number of steps. So I know that the range is the difference between the highest value, take away the lowest value. So my highest value here is 15323. Just looking at that there, that's the highest value, 15,323, and the lowest value is 8,565. So I need to do a subtraction, make sure all my columns are lined up nice and clear, and the examiner can read the paper at the end. So 3 take away 5 I can't do, so I'm going to have to borrow 1 from this 2. That will be changed to a 1, and I'll put my 1 here, which then makes 13 take away 5, and that leaves me with an answer of 8. Next column, 1 take away 6. Again, I can't do that, so I'll borrow 1 from this 3 and change that to a 2. Put my 1 next to the value, so now we're looking at 11. 11 take away 6 leaves us with 5. 2 take away 5 I also cannot do, so I'll borrow from here, make that to a 4, carry the 1 over. So now I'm looking at 12 minus 5, which leaves me with a value of 7. And then 4 take away 8, I can't do that calculation, so I'll borrow the 1. So now I'm looking at 14 take away 8, which leaves us with 6. So the difference between the highest number and the lowest number, which is the range, is 6,758 steps. Now it's asking me to do a check, and checks around about 10% of the marks on most papers. So in order to do a check, maybe I could take my 8565, which was my lowest value, and add on the range, which is 6758, and that will give you an answer which is the highest value, so I could just check it that way. 5 and 8 is 13, carry the 1. 5 and 1 is 6, add 6 makes 12, carry the 1. The 7 and the 1 is 8, plus 5 makes 13, carry the 1. The 1 and the 6 is 7, and 8 makes 15,323. That's my check. Nice simple calculation, and it can be a reverse check of any calculation on the paper. I'm just checking, yeah, 15,323. That's correct. Let's move on to the next question. See what we've got. Oops, sorry about that. Let's scroll up. I've gone a bit too high now, typical. I'm just going to move it over to the left slightly as well. It's kind of moved a little bit. Apologies for that. So the first question is calculate a quarter of 24. Just get my trusty pen. Make sure it's working, yeah. So to work out a fraction of amount, it's the value divided by the denominator times by the numerator. I know this, so 24 is the value, divided by the denominator, which is 4, times by the numerator, which is 1. 24 divided by 4 is 6. Times by 1 means my answer is going to be 6. Fantastic. Part B of this question is calculating on a number line. So we've got -5 plus 3. So if I start in the middle with a 0, and that's going to be 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then we've got -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. -5 plus 3. If it was colder, it would be -3. So I'm adding 3, so I'm making it kind of warmer. So it's 1, 2, 3. So the answer to -5 plus 3 equals -2. Okay, happy with that one. Let's just see what the next question is. So it's write 6.384 to 1 decimal place. So let's have a look at this. 6.384 to 1 decimal place. So the answer is either going to be 6.3 or it's going to be 6.4. And the rounding rules tell us to look at the neighbour to the right, which is this one here, and that will give us the answer. So if it's 0 to 4, we round down. If it's 5 up to 9, we round up. So we're going to round up, and the answer to this is 6.4. No problems so far. This is good. Let's go to my next question. With this question, the software I'm using won't allow me to measure accurately, so I've put the lines in already and measured this. So it says Alan works at a warehouse in Runcorn. A furniture company needs deliveries from Runcorn to Liverpool and Runcorn to Nantwich. Alan needs to work out the delivery charge for each of these deliveries. And we've got a bit of a clue here. It says, whoops, sorry, didn't mean to do that. Let's just zoom back in a bit. Naughty whiteboard. It says 1 centimetre scale on the map is 10 kilometres on the ground. Well, I've measured this already using a proper ruler, and the measurement for the first journey was 2.6 centimetres, and the second journey was 4 centimetres. So I know if 1 centimetre equals 10 kilometres in real life, then 2.6 centimetres is 2.6 times by 10, which would be 26 kilometres. And 4 centimetres is 4 times 10, which would be 40 kilometres. And if you're doing this paper, your measurements might be slightly different. They normally allow a tolerance on the paper. So let's have a look and see what we've got. So my first one was 2.6 or 26 kilometres. So the price for my first one is going to be $14.99, and my second one was 40 kilometres, so that's going to be 35 kilometres. It's $24.49. Add those two values up, $14.99 and $24.49. Make sure you line them up really carefully. 9 and 9 is 8. Carry the 1. The 1 and the 4 is 5, plus the 9 makes 14, carry the 1. 4 and 4 is 8, plus the 1 is 9, and the 1 and the 2 together makes 39, adds up to 3, so it makes 39.48. That will be the cost of the delivery charges for the 2 deliveries. So let's pop that in there. 39.48. Fantastic. Let's see what we've got left. Not sure. Move across. I think this is the final question. Yes, it is. Okay, so let's have a look at this. It says John works on Monday to Friday. He buys his lunch on his way to work. Each day John buys a sandwich, a bottle of water and a packet of crisps. John thinks he will save more than $7.50 a week if he buys his lunch each day from shop B instead of shop A. Well, let's work out shop B because that looks fairly straightforward. There's only one price in there, so it's £3 for a meal and 5 days Monday to Friday. So shop B is 5 times 3, which is £15 for the week. That's fairly straightforward. Shop A, however, we've got a sandwich at £2.85. We've got some water at 60p and some crisps at 85. So if I add those up, 5 and 5 is 10. Carry the 1. 1 and the 8 makes 9. And 6 makes 15 and 8 makes 23. Carry the 2. The 2 and the 2 makes £4.30 a day. So £4.30 times by 5. Nothing times by 5 is nothing. 3 times 5 is 15. Carry the 1. 4 times 5 is 20. Add the 1 back in makes £21.50. So option A is £21.50 and option B is £15. £21.50 take away £15 means he's making a saving of £6.50. Let's look at the question. John thinks he'll save £7.50 if he buys his lunch from shop B. Well, he's going to make a saving, but it's not a saving of £7.50. It's a saving of £6.50. So I'm going to put in here £6.50, not £7.50, just to be clear. And that's it. I think the next one's blank. Let me just have a look and see. Yep, next one's just a blank page. We're all good here. Thanks for watching. Why not look at some of my other videos on my channel and get some help with your functional maths. Take care. Bye bye.